Hi, my dear friends. I hope all of you are safe and sound wherever you are and in the best of health. So, my friends, the topic of this video is fairly simple, and I am sure most of you all know it. But for those of my friends who do not know about this, the topic is what is an ideal express entry profile. So, what are the characteristics an ideal express entry profile should have? With the CRS being in the range of 470, 475, there are many people who are not able to reach there. So the ideal profile will ensure that you have got enough scores in order to beat that particular 470 mark of the current CRS cutoff. So without further ado, let's just jump into the topic. One of the major factors that determine your CRS scores is your age. And guys, age is irreversible. With each passing day, your age will keep on growing and not decreasing at any point in time. So for those of my friends who are in the age range of 29 and 30, you will be getting full 100 points for age criteria. Age any number less than 29 or above 31, you are tend to lose points. So for those of my friends who are less than 29, you have time to apply for Canadian PR through express entry. And for those of my friends who have already passed the age of 30, there is nothing that you can do about it. With each passing year, you will be losing 5 points. So there are other criteria that you need to focus and improve on. The second important factor that determines your CRS score is your highest level of education. So for those of my friends who have completed master's degree, you will be given good points. For those of my friends who have a PhD, a doctorate degree, you also will be given good points. For those of my friends who have 2 degrees, so 2 degrees, I mean 2 bachelor degrees or maybe 2 master's degrees, you also would be given good points. But for those of my friends who only have a single bachelor degree, the points will not be the highest. It will be good, but not the highest or the best possible points for the highest level of education. So if you are really at a lower age, maybe you are, say, suppose 25, 26, then you still have 2 years time. So what I would recommend is take up a higher education, get a master's degree or MBA or maybe 1 year postgraduate diploma course or anything at all in order to boost up your level of education so that you get more points for your education criteria. But for those of my friends who are already in the age range of 29, 30 or above, there is no point. Even if you do a 2-year master's degree, you will be getting points for level of education, but you will be losing points for the age criteria. So it really does not matter whether you do it or you don't do it. But for people who are less than 29, in the age range of maybe 26, 27, this is the best time for you to invest in higher education and get more points when you turn 29 for your express entry. Now coming to the language tests. English or French or English and French, both the language tests can be given. So let's keep French out of context for now and let's only concentrate on English. So for English, I would recommend you to give IELTS test, IELTS general test, and the targeted score for you should be overall band 8 and CLB level 9. CLB level 9 means you should get at least 8 in listening and 7 in each of speaking, reading and writing. So 8777 is called as CLB 9, and CLB 9 will give you the maximum points for your language tests. Now coming to French. If you have even little knowledge of French, I would suggest that practice it, polish your language skills and give French language test also. You need not be highly proficient or an expert in French in order to get a good score, but even little score in French also will add some points to your CRS. And trust me guys, even a difference of 1 or 2 points also determines whether you will be getting an invitation or no. So if you have little bit of knowledge of French, or if you have the time and effort to invest in learning French, do it and take benefit of it. Finally, coming to experience. The minimum experience that you need full time is 1 year in order to be eligible for Express Entry's Federal Skilled Worker Program. However, having 3 years experience will give you the maximum points as far as work experience is concerned. But my friends, I have seen in many people that they have 1 year experience in a certain profession, then 1 year experience in some other profession, and they have multiple professions in their career path. There is nothing wrong with that. It's perfectly fine. It happens to many of us, right? But guys, as far as Canada immigration is concerned, I would request you all to stick to one NOC code if possible. So basically, if there is a doctor who has a NOC code, say something specific, then he or she should stick to that NOC code for at least 3 years so that they can get full points for their work experience. So friends, this is the CRS tool where you can calculate your CRS scores. So let's go and check the CRS scores for a single applicant who is 29 years old. So marital status would be never married or single. How old are you? It will be 29 years of age. Highest level of education will be master's degree. Have you earned a Canadian degree, diploma or certificate? The answer to this will be no. Official languages. Are your tests less than 2 years old? Yes. First test is IELTS. Let's assume 8 in listening and 7 in remaining sections. Do you have other language tests? So let's ignore it for now and I'll say not applicable. We'll come to French later. Work experience in Canada would be none or less than 1 year, and total foreign work experience would be 3 years or more. Do you have a certificate of qualification from Canadian province? Currently, no. Do you have a LMIA valid job offer? No. Do you have a nomination certificate from province? No. Do you or your spouse have at least one brother or sister living in Canada who is a citizen or PR? Currently, no. So let's calculate. So my friends, as you can see, for age you have got full 110 points. Level of education is 135. Official languages is 124. Total is 369. And because you have got 877 in the first official language, and your education is also master's degree, you get full 50 points for education and foreign work experience since you have more than 3 years work experience. So your total comes up to 469. But my friends, if you can see that 469 is very less and you won't get ITA considering the CRS scores which are in the range of 470, 475. So my friends, if you have French language test scores available with you, I am not considering you to be an expert or highly proficient in French, but if you are able to get like mediocre scores, say maybe I'll just choose the middle range of whatever you have here. So I'm not considering a very high score, I'm just considering mediocre scores. And if I go and check, then you can see you'll be getting at least some points for your second official language, and your scores will increase from 479 to 473. So my friends, if the CRS is in the range of 470, you can expect to get a invitation in this particular draw. But my friends, if you study a little bit harder and if you are able to get slightly better scores, say for example one level higher, then you can see the difference. You can see a drastic difference in your second official language, and also you can get 30 points for your French language skills, and look at the grand total that you can get just by little bit of more effort in learning French. So my friends, if you have the time to invest in studying French, do so, because it can drastically bring up your scores like anything if you have both English as well as French language test scores available. So my friends, now coming to married applicants. Married, is your spouse a citizen or PR? No. Will your spouse come to Canada? Yes. How old are you? So let's assume the same age range, 29. Level of education I would assume to be masters. Have you earned Canadian degree, diploma or certificate? No. Official languages are English and French. So again, yes, less than 2 years old. I'll just assume IELTS for now, and let's assume 7, 8, 7, 7, that is CLB 9. Do you have any other language tests? Let's not consider French at this moment. Work experience in last 10 years. How many years of work experience in Canada you have? None. How many years of work experience you have in foreign country? It would be 3 years or more, assuming. Do you have a certificate of qualification from a Canadian province? No. Do you have a valid job offer from LIMIA? No. Do you have a nomination of certificate from province or territory? No. Do you or your spouse have at least one brother or sister? No. Highest level of education for spouse. So let's assume that the spouse also has a master's degree. And in last 10 years, how many years of skilled work experience in Canada does your spouse or common law partner have? So only in Canada, it's none or less than 1 year. And guys, let me tell you that spouse's foreign work experience does not get counted. Only the Canadian work experience gets counted. So did your spouse or common law partner take a language test? If so, which one? So let's assume IELTS, and the spouse was also able to get, say, suppose CLB 9. So I'll just assume 8777, and let's calculate the score. So here you can see the total is 472. I am assuming that since the main primary applicant is 29 years of age, he'll get full 100 points for age criteria for married applicants. Level of education is master's degree, so 126. CLB 8 will give you good first language scores, so the total comes up to 342. From spouses factor, you are getting 30 more points, and the skills transferability factors will be complete 100. So now 472 is a decent score because CRS is in the range of 470 to 475. However, if you want to improve on the French score, you can assume the one which I have taken before, and you can calculate the score in this particular way. With this, I end this particular video. I hope you all found this information very useful, and I hope that the video was of use to you. And if it was, please do consider liking, commenting and subscribing to our channel. And also do not hesitate to share this video with all of those who are planning to come to Canada and with your friends and relatives. And also I would request all my subscribers and dear friends to suggest us topic for making more videos. And whatever queries you have, feel free to write to us at the email ID given in the description box, and we will try to solve them or make a video on them and get it for you guys. So with this, I say goodbye, take care and stay safe, stay healthy wherever you are.